Hello, welcome to Tech Talk. I'm your host, Kirk Brown, President of Sourcing at Automax. If you've ever seen our show, you know we talk to IT professionals, executives, business owners, people in technology that has their fingers on today's technologies across the country from different industries, backgrounds, and just fantastic people. Today is no exception. Today's guest is Becky Vasquez. She is the Vice President and Chief Information Officer at Embry-Riddle in Daytona, Florida. Welcome, Becky.
Thank you, Kirk. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. First of all, wow, what a resume. But before we jump into that, can you tell us a little about Embry-Riddle?
Oh, sure. Yes. Embry-Riddle has three campuses. We have two residential campuses, one in Daytona Beach, Florida, one in Prescott, Arizona. And our worldwide campus focuses on adult learning, military bases, and has an extensive online division. We focus on aviation and aerospace, and we have degrees in programs, over 100 programs in those areas. And we are once again named the #1 provider in online learning this year for our bachelor's degree, so we're pretty proud of that.
That is fantastic. And I guess that's one of the things that sets y'all apart from other universities.
Yeah, for sure. We have the niche in aviation aerospace. That's our heritage. We were born out of the aviation industry and have degree programs that span the realm of anything and everything aviation aerospace. So for sure, that's one thing. Everybody who works in Embry-Riddle, especially the faculty, are very passionate about the field. And then our online learning history is pretty in depth. We've been doing correspondence learning since that was, even imagined as a thing, and at least a few decades of online learning. So I would say those are a couple of our differentiators.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I've been to your campus and it is fantastic. Very, very impressive.
Oh, thank you. It's always good to have a fellow Floridian on a discussion. So that's great. I'm glad you've seen it. It's a beautiful place.
Well, Becky, can you tell us how you got started in the IT field?
Oh, sure. Well, my love for computers really started when I was in the 6th grade. I had a great math teacher, and that was the time when Apple was putting a lot of computers in classrooms. So we were able to have some access to technology in the classroom, and I wrote my first computer program. And it was a terrible greeting card. It was April showers, spring Mayflowers. I'm from the Midwest, so we really looked forward to those moments. But I think, ever since the 6th grade, really literally, I've been fascinated with technology, and also that, the creativity and the creative application of technology is a wonderful thing. And not only can it be, entertaining, but be a real changer in the world. So for me, that's when it started. And then after I got my computer science degree, I wanted an entry-level position. I really thought I was going to be a server administrator. I was obsessed with Novell at the time, or a network engineer. And then I was fortunate. I was hired over 20 years ago at Embry-Riddle, and I've done a lot of different positions. I've been in leadership there, various positions for over 15 years. And it's just been a one great opportunity after the next since then.
That's amazing. I mean, it truly is. So listen, and we always have to bring up the COVID issue. Over the past 12 months, everyone has had their challenges. What's some of the challenges that you have faced, and how have y'all overcome those challenges?
Sure, Kirk. Well, I'll start at the institution level and then hone in on the technology perspective. As an institution, because of our field and what we do, safety has always been a pretty important aspect. So we approached COVID with that front and center. How do we keep our community safe? And also, how do we continue teaching our mission of teaching and learning? So like every organization, every higher education organization throughout the world, we had to make a decision. Are we going to go online? How are we going to do that? So that's the word pivot has become the standard for everybody. We did a pivot to online pretty quickly. And I think, key to success for us and most places who have weathered through this is communication. Our president, our chief operational officer, keep that front and center, safety and communication. And then if we think about it from an IT perspective, I think that we prove some things to ourselves that, adversity does bring forth a lot of clarification on your strengths and weaknesses. And our strengths really shined through as an information technology team of professionals. For example, we were going under contract with Zoom anyway. We had the project in place. We signed a contract on a Thursday. I think it was 4 days later, we had the system up available, single sign-on set up. People were logging in and use it to deliver classes. Wow. Would we do that normally? No, but we were able to do it. So it was pretty impressive. And then just everything from, how do we get technology in the hands of students? Okay, we have these laptops we're going to distribute for Tech Refresh. I'm so sorry about that. Tech Refresh. So let's create those a loaner program that we don't usually do for students, right? How about, we have hundreds of titles of software in our labs. How do our students get to it? So we're able to create remote access to computer lab computers that were dark because of social distancing or not in use. So I think, we really were able to tap into creativity, tenacity, and the ability to get things done faster than we ever imagined. And now I'm working from home, which I never did before COVID. So that's new as well.
Listen, I've talked to a lot of CIOs and business owners, and you are so far ahead of the curve on what you did. I mean, it's amazing that you stepped up to the challenge, and I mean, it sounds like you did a fantastic job.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, we've got a really great team of IT pros, and I tell you, if anything too, that was just amazing because it was a stressful time for the world, right? All these new things we're dealing with and unknowns, yes, but the level of professionalism and just maintaining, nobody lost their cool. Everybody just moved forward. The attitudes remained very positive. I think that helped us quite a bit.
Well, it comes down to good people, great leadership, and also great people.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Well, Becky, thank you so much for coming on our show. For anyone that would like to reach out and connect with you, what's the best method?
Well, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm happy to connect there. And also my email address at Embry-Riddle. But I think LinkedIn's probably the best place for sure. I check that often, so that would be great.
Great. Again, thank you so much. You've been an awesome guest. Thank you. As always, thank you for watching Tech Talk. For more information, go to automax.com. See you next time.